Look, I wanted to, talk a little bit more about Dogecoin, but like just cryptos in general. Like I've put out some info on, why I think these things, are successful. But, a lot of people ask like, what is a cryptocurrency? What is Dogecoin? Well, what is your dollar bill? It's a piece of paper. Only has the backing that you think it has. So back in the 1970s, the Federal Reserve and President Nixon said the U.S. dollar is backed by nothing. So your dollar means nothing. Cryptocurrency is just sort of an experiment that kind of succeeded in that the value of money is whatever we put the value into it. Same thing with NFTs. People are like, why is an NFT valuable? Well, why is a Pokemon card valuable? Because people value a specific thing. Like you put value into something and then that value increases. So why is that important to, I don't know, say a billionaire? So is everything that is happening with Dogecoin, is that directly related to just Elon Musk? So when he tweets something, does it? So the success of Dogecoin does not fall completely on Elon Musk's tweets or, like that support. It's a big part of it for sure, but it's not the end all be all. Doge was headed in a good direction, I think, for a while, which is why me backing in 2018, I've been holding since then. That's why, because there's a lot of really cool stuff and obviously the ecosystem, but primarily the most important thing that I think people gloss over is when they talk about use case. What does it do? So you have like Ethereum, which acts as an exchange. You have the NFTs, and then Ethereum can essentially put like a stamp on this and say this NFT, this non-fungible token, what that is this is the first of many, and out of 100. This is the first one, this is the second one. You can categorize this, you can track it, it's encrypted, and then you can actually receive royalties from that. So like Jay-Z just invested in NFTs. So you can bet that, very soon, a music artist, maybe The Weeknd, Beyonce, Drake, somebody with a lot of influence is going to drop an NFT album, and that's going to change the way that we look at it. And then that's going to change how people look at the crypto space too. So, again, I'm not a financial analyst. I'm an analyst, but I'm not a financial analyst. So I don't want to give advice to these effects. I'm just saying people should learn about these things, get spun up on the technology and understand where it's going. This isn't just get rich quick scheme. And I think that's why Wall Street people don't understand crypto, because a lot of the people and a lot of the folks in the communities, it's about the technology. It's about learning. It's about what we can do, and why all that is exactly why that's important to, say, a billionaire, or even specifically somebody like Elon Musk. He's not just tweeting. Yes, it's funny that it's a dog coin, but that's not the only reason. One of the main reasons that he just tweeted earlier, somebody asked him, actually it was a response. They asked him, would he be supporting Dogecoin, or excuse me, would he create his own cryptocurrency? He said only if Doge fails. So about a week ago, or maybe just a few days ago, it was revealed that Elon Musk has been talking to Doge developers since 2019. So why is all that relevant? Why is this happening? Why is Dogecoin going to be a big thing? I think the primary reason, the use case, the most important aspect of that is that Dogecoin has low transaction fees. Ethereum has really high transaction fees, and it's fast. Now it's also environmentally friendly. It's merge mined, so that means it's mined with Litecoin, like alongside Litecoin. It has a low carbon footprint, doesn't use up as much electricity. So all of these factor into why Elon Musk would want to put his hand on that. I firmly believe that in a very short period of time, the first transaction in space will be made using a cryptocurrency, specifically Dogecoin. I think that's what the real space mission is going to be. They're going to conduct a transaction. They're going to see how fast the money travels from maybe Musk Starlight satellites, and then we'll have made history in that sense. Because now we're talking about how you can communicate and send money, and from like interplanetary, to a base on the moon, to the colony on Mars. We're talking about in the same way that we, would send money overseas here on planet Earth to another planet or in space, just to like from ships, satellites. That is where this person's thinking. Like Elon Musk is thinking, 100, 500 years into the future. That's the mindset of a person with those type of resources. Everything that man does, everything that Elon Musk does, is for the sake of going to the moon. That is his goal, to go to the moon. The money is just a resource. So if you're just in this for making money, hey, good for you. I hope you make some. But the reality is, I believe you'll be more successful if you are looking to take what you would make from crypto and put that towards something else, which is why I've seen people make videos and they're really, wary of this guy who he made the $1 million and became a Dogecoin millionaire in 69 days. Like, he took 158,000, this was his life savings, invested in Dogecoin. 69 days later, he's a millionaire. Now, it's a little bit irresponsible for the news to be posting these stories in that way because they're suggesting for you to go out and do the same thing. Would I have done it then? No. Would I do that now? Probably. But I'm not a financial advisor, so don't listen to me. But you got to do what's worth it for you. And there's tons of evidence, and people way smarter than me have done analysis to suggest Dogecoin could go to $3 this year. Now look at some other ones. Look at the Doge killer, supposedly, the Shiba Inu. Is Shiba Inu going to get to $1 before Doge? No. Will it get to $1 faster than Doge? Yes, more than likely. Because if it just does that in less than 8 years, it will be faster. So more than likely, Shiba Inu will get to its goal of $1 within the next 5 years. So that being said, if you were to invest in that, you have to think, how much would I have to invest to meet a goal? Set a goal. And the money can't be the goal. Once you have that, what are you going to do with it? Take that out of an altcoin, maybe put half of it into a stable coin. And, at that point, Doge will probably be a stable coin. So, be fair to the crypto community. Like, we all have to, we're all learning stuff and people are learning things. And there's no point in infighting. Like, that's why, the whole Shiba thing is kind of a little touchy subject especially for some people. But there's a lot of cryptos out there. There's Feg, there's Pig, there's the Australian Shepherd. So there's a ton of different things in there. You have to look into how much they've had growth, how long they've been around, what is the use case, what are they going to be doing. And these are some of the things you need to learn. And most people are saying, like, I've never heard of any of that. I got Robinhood and I don't know anything else in that. Yes, Robinhood's a good stepping stone, but that's not going to be all the way. Like, people need to kind of get spun up on some of the wallets and learn about MetaMask and Trust Wallet. And I'll post some links to some people who explain it way better than I have. But I think that's really important. I think the best way I could sum it up is you get your Trust Wallet or you get your MetaMask, and then essentially once that's linked, you add your tokens. You go to coinmarketcap.com and you copy the contract code, add the token into into your wallet, and then you will use like Binance.us and make sure that your state, you go and look at the list because certain states you're not allowed to do it. So don't use Binance.com, use Binance.us, and go and purchase some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, and then transfer that. You want to transfer it to use so that you could buy some of these other tokens. And you want to use a swap. I know it sounds really complicated. Again, somebody else is going to explain this way better, but I just want to at least give you an idea. You want to either use like a sushi swap, or you want to use pancake swap or Uniswap, and essentially take your token, usually your Ethereum, and each one of the contracts will tell you whether it's on the Ethereum or the Bitcoin chain, and you'll trade one coin, usually Binance Smart Chain, the Ethereum or the Bitcoin, for the other tokens. And then that'll show up in your wallet. You'll copy the address, you'll post it, and then it'll send it to your address, and then it'll maintain in your Trust Wallet. See, that's when you're starting to really get into crypto. When you're buying, millions of tokens for, $100. And you gotta think about this. People say, only spend what you can afford to lose. I mean, obviously don't put your rent money, but if you could spare to lose that $100, if you're gonna go out on a Friday night and you figure, you know what? I was gonna go out this weekend, and instead of going out Friday and Saturday, I'm just gonna go out Friday, and then on Saturday, I'm gonna take that $100 I was gonna spend, and I'm gonna throw that in this crypto that I've been researching. And a year later, it might turn into $100,000. Just saying. So we have to really think about how we're gonna utilize these resources and what we wanna do in the future, because Elon Musk is trying to go to Mars. And, when that person's thinking about that, what are the Dogecoin whales? Like, what are billionaires? Are they really focusing on a pump and dump? Like, there's all sorts of different reasons to get into crypto. Tax evasion, like all sort of crazy theories on things. And some of them are genuine. But really think about, for somebody to put their money in there and knowing that money is going to keep growing at a much faster rate than in a stock or in a bank, that's their new market. We're looking at the potential for this to be, you know, like people are trading billionaires like Pokemon cards, or like collecting them like Michael Jordan rookie card. Like, you're gonna be picking your billionaire. That's what's happening. Some people are gonna be siding with, oh, Jeff Bezos picked this crypto, and so that's my crypto church. And people are forming an entire identity. And doesn't that sound exactly like what a country is? Like, you're putting faith in that country's ability to maintain its currency and its leader. And you're just, so now essentially these businesses who have been like bribing politicians, just cutting the middleman out. Like, forget all that. Like, we're going directly to the source. So they're making the influence direct. And so, that's an oversimplification, but that's kind of, the world is changing, and we're a part of shaping that. So be mindful that you can either react to it or you can be part of it. So how are you seeing this work for you, for your intentions going forward? Are you just trying to make a quick buck? If so, good for you. Hope it works out. But if you believe in the technology, if you learn a little bit, or even if you don't necessarily understand it but want to learn a little more, you'll be that much better off, because this is the time. Like, there are seasons. And so that a couple big things are happening right now. Coinbase has just said that they're going to add Doge. And so do I believe that Doge is going to go to $1? People much, much, much smarter than me are saying that Doge is going to go to $3 before the end of the year. So does that mean that it's not going to drop before then? Absolutely not. It very well could. And more than likely, when it goes up, we'll come back down and do it. It's done this before. It's done this several times. So, for new folks getting in, don't panic and don't get in too high to whereas it affects you really hard. Get in before that. You don't want to get in when it starts going crazy. Like, if you're going to get in now before it starts getting crazy, because that's where they're going. If we're going to the future. Like, it's just the way it is. Like, you got to start thinking about things differently. And I think the world prior to the pandemic wasn't ready for cryptocurrency, at least not in that way. Now, a lot of things have changed, and people just, the risk is different. This guy who put his life savings and became a Dogecoin millionaire, a year ago, I would have said, no way, I've never done that. Now, I'd be like, you know what, why not? And that's me. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Listen to me, don't listen to me, whatever. I would say don't listen to me. But I'm just saying things, and I'm saying them dressed as Harry Potter because because somebody said that I should be doing these things in cosplay, and that's actually not the reason that I'm dressed like this. I'm actually dressed like this because I went to a Harry Potter pop-up event, and I posted another video about it, but it was pretty dope. But I figured the look worked. The glasses will make you trust that what I'm saying is legitimate. So, yeah, there's a lot going on in the space, and there's going to be a lot more information coming out. Just look at some of the big companies that are backing it. I give you two really, really good examples that make a lot of sense. That is absolutely insane. A Daytona Nissan is accepting Dogecoin for down payments for vehicles. And then another company, I'm not sure which state, they're a real estate company doing closings. They're accepting Dogecoin for closing costs and for down payment. In real estate, so you can buy a house and a car with Dogecoin now. And that's not even, on a mainstream level. This is still in flux. So we're going to be seeing a lot more, of these things. And again, like I said, I'll be posting more videos on some of the other stuff, but this kind of, I had to get this out. I recorded a nice video earlier, and I don't know what happened. It ended up getting deleted. I was devastated. I was like, I'm not going to record another one. So my energy is a little low, because it's just kind of this is the bootleg version of the other video, which I thought was really good. But anyway, so I'm going to cut it right there. But just make sure that you do some research and you learn about some of this stuff. And there's so much happening right now. We are in such a great place to learn and figure stuff out, because something that's crazy is going to happen. We're talking about, like, just look at how industries have been developed. Let's look at, Elon Musk has revolutionized several industries, and you get people who, are in the billionaire club, and if they revolutionize one industry, that's it. If they've done that, most of the time they've just capitalized on something that's already successful. This is a person that said, oh, that's not going to work. Well, let's make it work. In 100 years, we went from riding horses to the internet and putting a person on the moon. So we have to stop thinking about how long it would take to travel to Mars using current technology. We need to be thinking about, well, how do I do this faster? What new technology? That's what we need to be doing. We need to be thinking about, the crazy thing. That's nuts, but can we make it work? And if you can't, hey, you recognize that it didn't work and you try something else. But that's what we need to be doing, not just as a society, as a species. Otherwise, we're not going to make it. So, I'm tinfoil hats on. This is my crypto conspiracy video, but go out there and do only good every day. Like, I know I'm dropping the Doge tagline, and believe me, there will be other videos besides just Dogecoin. But this is something that I think a lot of people need to be informed about and cautioned about. Like I said, there's going to be dips, and especially there's going to be stuff that's going to go down. It's going to go up, and then it's going to come down, and you're going to see some other coins do a lot of really good things. But if you're smart and you kind of feel it out, it's I would say 90% research and statistics, and then 10% just that gut instinct. You just feel it. You know it or you don't, and that's why the meme coin is kicking ass right now. So anyway, do some research, figure it out, and let me know if this was helpful for anybody. And again, I appreciate all the support. And I should have said this in the beginning, but make sure, please, if you hit that like button, it helps me out, because nobody ever sees these videos, so somebody else might see it if you hit that like button, and then subscribe if you haven't already, so that way you can see more of this me rambling on, and while a background of the moon spins around behind me. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep because I haven't slept, because I'm a weird person. So anyway, good night and thanks.